So, Josh Davey, we're coming to the end of your story here at Somerset County Cricket Club. So we thought we'd have a bit of a look back on your time here with Somerset. I guess the best place to start would be at the start when you joined the club on a summer's contract as a sort of T20 opening batter. Can you believe everything that's happened since that moment?
No, well, firstly, I think like the club gave me that lifeline to get back into the game. I remember I was released from Middlesex, so 2013, came here in the winter, and they gave me an opportunity to train through the winter, which I took with both hands. There was moments though. I remember I was sitting in the car park speaking to my dad. I was like, I don't know anyone in the southwest. I don't know if I can stick this out. And he said, just give it a couple of weeks. You'll slowly start making some new friends, fitting in, and I did. So, yeah, grateful for that. And of course, yeah, the journey's been, well, it's been interesting. Yeah, you'd say when I left Middlesex, I didn't think I'd turn into as much of a opening bowler that batted every position now, I think, thanks to this season. So, but yeah, looking back, it's been an incredible, to get this right, 12 years or 11 years, I think. So, yeah, it's been brilliant.
What were your short-term goals when you arrived here? Was it that you were going to play T20 cricket? Were you going to open the batting? What sort of short-term goals did you set yourself when you arrived here in Taunton?
I think as a cricketer then, I wasn't sure what I was. So I'd always bowled, batted, maybe a little bit bits and pieces at that time. So I always felt like I had the talent to get back into the game. And I just needed that opportunity. And I think I just wanted to showcase, work with some good coaches, and hopefully develop myself into whatever was available. So short term then was just to get hold of a contract again and get back into a fresh environment. And then from there, sort of figure out what the squad needed, where I could fit in. I didn't know at the time what I was going to be, but I knew that I had the ability to sort of fit in where there was an opportunity.
How did it feel to make that first class bow here against a test playing nation?
Yeah, it was an opportunity. I think it was I think I'd put in some pretty strong performances for about a year in the second team. So it felt like I'd earned that. So going into that game, I felt confident. I felt I'd had enough time to be around the squad, know the guys. I guess that was a moment where I thought, yeah, I've managed to get myself a second opportunity at a cricket career. So it was exciting. It was exciting to play first class cricket for at the time for a new team. And I remember just thinking, here we go, this is the start of the journey. That was probably when it started, felt part of the squad, and I didn't look back from there really.
Because it was almost a second opportunity, did that make you more determined to sort of grab it with both hands, having obviously put in all the hard work in the junior years and being driven all around the country and putting in all that, to almost fall out of the system, if you like, to get this lifeline? Did that make you more determined to succeed?
Definitely. You definitely, when I think you take playing cricket for granted 100%. You don't know how lucky you are, and it's hard to realize something until you lose it, like, fully. So I remember just thinking, is that it? Is this the end of cricket? It was almost like I couldn't believe it. So getting that second opportunity was amazing, and you just realize instead of putting too much pressure on yourself, you start to enjoy the game and start to tell yourself, remember, don't go down that dark hole where you're spiraling about results and performances, and it just becomes unenjoyable. And so I remember the second time round, get a contract here, I was just like, I'm just going to enjoy this. And I think through that, your performances sort of take care of themselves. You learn when to switch on, switch off better, just have fun playing the game like you did when you were a kid. And of course, throughout my time here, it ebbs and flows. Like you go back into that again when you start doing well and you think, performances, I need to keep these performances going. And then eventually you realise, actually, let's go back to the basics, enjoy the game. Some things you can't control in cricket. There's a lot of variables. So you learn to sort of ride the emotional roller coaster a bit, but try and stay as level-headed as you can. So I think that was one of the things it taught me, was just to enjoy the game that you loved as a kid.
Other than Josh Davey, who's responsible for turning a cricketer who didn't really know what his role was into a trophy-winning, cap-earning, captaining, integral part of the Somerset side?
I think it's a good blend of all the coaches really that I've worked with. And starting with Jace, he was bowling coach when I joined. Worked with him. Then I worked a lot with Griff, and then obviously Tang at the end. But those three through my time here had a big role on developing me as a bowler, making me what I think is a three format bowler. So yeah, they taught me a lot about understanding my action, how to fix it when it's going wrong. So you learn your action. So when you're out there, you can tweak a little bit in games. But moving on to the batting, I've worked a lot with Paul Tweddle. So a lot of white ball stuff with him, as well as red, to be fair, and Shane at the end. I've worked with Shane a lot through my Scotland career as well, because he's head coach there. But yeah, loads. It's just a good blend of all the coaches that you have access to, and they can sort of shape and help mould you into the cricketer that you see yourself becoming.
There's probably too many highlights to pick up on. Obviously, a 50-over trophy, 2 T20 trophies, a county cap, being captain as well, being given the captaincy. What are some of the standout moments for you in your time here at Somerset?
Always winning. The trophies are great. Like, it makes it even more special when you, like last year, when you're watching others lift it. That's hard to do. So when you get over the line and be part of those 3 trophies, it's really, well, I think Somerset really, over the time I've been here, they've always been a very good white ball side, but I feel like now they're building a bit of a legacy of especially in T20. But to be part of 3 white ball trophies, yeah, it's an amazing feeling to win. And then I think a special moment for me as well was getting your county cap, getting that recognition that you are an integral part of the first team. So it's almost a stepping stone in the journey that I sort of hope for. So when you tick that off, it's a special feeling. You can wear it with pride. It's good to have the numbers on the back of your cap. So yeah, I think what else? There's a lot of amazing memories that I've had here, but I think it's just down to the people that are here. It's such a special club, and they're such great people. So it's hard to pinpoint all these memories, but it's so enjoyable coming here every day to work. So I'll be forever grateful for that.
How does it feel? You know, like you say, you've got your county cap, you've got that number, that'll forever be yours. You've been part of trophy wins. You know, we talk about the glory years era of the 70s and 80s. This is almost the second glory years era for Somerset. As you say, 3 white ball trophies. You know, you've been an integral part of that. How does it feel that, you know, your name will be etched in history in this club forevermore?
Yeah, I hope to sort of always be remembered as a Somerset player. When I look back at my career, I think I'll be remembered because of the time that I spent here as a Somerset player. So yeah, special. I mean, it's a special cricket club with a lot of incredible players that have played out on that field. So to be part of one of those, a bit surreal when I thought as a 23-year-old coming here, I thought I just couldn't have hoped that it would have gone as well as it did. There's only one thing that be gutted. I think everyone knows what that is, to not get hold of. That would have been the icing on the cake, really. To be part of a team that managed to achieve the championship would be the dream, but I guess that can be someone else's dream now. So hopefully the club will get that done in the not too distant future.
And a word for the members and supporters. Obviously, you've played, you know, with Scotland in World Cups and experienced cricket all over the world. But this is a special place to play your cricket, isn't it, here at the Cooper? So
yeah, I think that's one thing you definitely will miss is the support. Even coming here on a Monday, Tuesday morning playing, or a Monday morning playing Championship cricket, you get 2,500 people here, like really like passionate about their cricket. They can let you know that sometimes when you're not performing, but that's what's so great about it, is they will also let you know when you're doing well. So yeah, I'll definitely miss that. Miss the support. It's just been brilliant. It just really, it means a lot to play in front of people who are so passionate about the game. And I guess that's what makes it a little bit more special when you do win, just to win those trophies, to give that thank you back to them for all their hours of support. I know we can be a hard team to watch at times. Trust me, when I'm watching from the changing room when we're chasing down targets, it's not an easy place to be either. So, but no, thank you to everyone that supported me through my journey.
What's your abiding memory of this place going to be? It doesn't necessarily have to be an on the field moment, whether it be, that semi-final at Edgbaston. What's going to be your abiding memory of Somerset County Cricket Club when you're in your dotage and you're telling your grandkids about your cricketing career? What's going to be the thing about playing for Somerset or being in Somerset that's going to stand out for you?
I just think I'll always be grateful for the club for giving me that chance at having a cricket career, having a good one. Just thankful for all the people that support me here. Like I said before, it's amazing people here, and I'll always be grateful that they gave me that second chance to have a real good at playing the sport that I loved growing up. So it's hard to pinpoint one moment. I've had a few great moments on the field, like personally as well. Like you said, that the great moment, managed to hit that winning. I'll always remember that when hitting that winning six in the semi-final. It was a great moment personally, taking fifers for the club, all those things. But no, I'll just be forever grateful that this club gave me the opportunity to fulfill my dreams.